Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into the trade deadline with the Quebec City Ace Nordiques. We're at the, basically the end of year one. We're going to get the regular season done in this video, and I wanted to become a playoff team. I tried my best to acquire the right players to try and be a playoff team, but we pretty much know we're not a playoff team. 27, 28, and 6, you know that's not good enough. So here at the trade deadline, it's time to unload some of these players, some of these older players, and get some bang back for our buck, okay? So we're at the trade deadline. Before we get started, I was reading your comments in the last video, and you guys were saying, check out the progress reports because Jonathan Huberdeau has jumped up to 86. All right, so there he is, 86 overall. He's 18. His attributes have been modified by 18. I'll show you. There you go. His shots improved. Okay, his puck skills have improved. His offensive awareness has improved, and skating, and a little bit of defense. Now, here's the thing. I remember in one of my new features, the GM mode, I was saying that they grow throughout the regular season and they get the jump in the off season. I'm wondering if the growth throughout the regular season gets reset when they jump in the off season, right? Yeah, he's currently 86, but when we go into the off season, will he get back down to an 82 because he's not playing any more games and then get the off season jump? I don't think he'll stay at 86 and then jump in the offseason from 86 up to 93. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I think the in-season progress reports are basically just like hot and cold streaks, not the actual base overall of the player. He's still an 82 overall playmaker, and I think his trade value would still replicate an 82 overall playmaker, right? But he's currently playing like an 86 overall playmaker. So, again, I don't think he'll stay at 86 when we get into free agency. I think at the beginning of next year, you'll see him be around 85, 86, 87, right? But I could be wrong about that. Maybe he is going to jump up to like 92 next year, which would be awesome, all right? So Jonathan Huberdeau is playing amazing for us right now. That's quite nice. But he's not playing good enough to help us become a playoff team. So let's trade away some of these players here. I've already done some pre-scouting of some players that I want. It's basically draft picks that we want, and we want to go after any young prospects that can be depth players for us. I don't want to go after any first liners or second liners anymore. I might want to go after a 4.5-star offensive defenseman in the future because that's one thing that we don't have. But when it comes to snipers, I mean, we already have Eberle, Barkov, Huberdeau, and Mantha, and I want to see how much these guys jump after 1 year. So there's no point in going after another young stud, right? Let's just relax here. Let's get some draft picks and some depth prospects because we traded away a lot of those depth prospects. So first things first, let us just get rid of our older players like Jovanovski. This guy is definitely somebody who's got to go. Jovanovski and Kuba have got to go because these guys could retire after this year. So let's just try to get something for them. So Jovanovski, he's up first. Let's go through the teams here. Find a team that can afford him and would want him. So Ottawa Senators are a team that can afford him and they want him. They're willing to give up some draft picks, and I don't have to give up another player going back the other way to get a draft pick here from Ottawa. So that's good. So let's just see what kind of players they have available. This guy, yeah, here's a perfect example of one of those young snipers. You know what? Get a 4-star sniper, and that could be our perfect second-line sniper. I just said that I don't want to get any 4.5-star prospects, but this guy's trade value is kind of low. But you know what? No, it's not. Jovanovski's basically got no trade value. I'm not going to be able to move that. Can I add in how much? Yeah, I can maybe add in Kuba to that deal. Hang on a second here. Age. Yeah, they want Kuba as well. Yeah, I would just have to add another player going back the other way. So maybe if I now go... There you go. Well, that won't go through. Why not? Too close to the salary. All right, so I can't add in Kuba with that. It's too much. So let's go with Fedotenko. Yeah, we can add Fedotenko in there just to help them out with their playoff run. Or, you know, is there anyone who can actually... Okay, so Kopecky I think I want to hold on to because he's only 32 years old. He can be a good third line or second line next year helping out our prospects, all right? There's certain players that I don't want to trade away. Maybe if the right deal comes around, but let's try to get rid of the real players that I know I want to give up first. Mueller, no, not these guys. You know what? Hang on. All skaters. Let me go to age. All right, so Gomez, Campbell, Raulo, Kopecky, Crab. I can get rid of all these guys. Like Gotch I want to get rid of, all right, because he can add something to it. And look, they can take more players here. So if I can just keep on getting green players who can fit, like Bergenheim, I want to give up Bergenheim as well. All right, that's too many now. Let me see. Yeah, that's too many skaters now, so I'm going to have to... Well, actually, I can add just another shitty player to make this go through. Remember, a bunch of these players don't matter. It's not like I'll be able to get, like, a second-round pick for Bergenheim and second for Gotch. Oh, it's not like that. Now, why won't that go through? Too close to the salary. All right, so I'm going to take Bergenheim out of this deal. All right, so we're just going to go with Gotch, Fedotenko, and Jovanovski for a first and pupil. Now, I'm guaranteeing you that won't go through. So let's see if we can maybe add in a third, because we're getting that first, and maybe I got a bunch of picks here. All right, so Jovanovski, Fedotenko, Gotch, a third and a sixth for a first and pupil. Will it go through? No, it did not. All right, so I figured that would not go through. So let's try to move down. Yeah, I'll move down with a second for the third. Let me try to... oh, I don't need a third in there if I'm going for a second. I'll put in 2 sixths. All right, so will it go through? No. How about a third? Will it go through? No. How about a fourth? Will it go through? No. How about pupil by itself? Will it go through? No. Okay, so you can't even get that guy by himself with those 3 players. See what I mean? I like it, though. I like how the trading is a lot harder in this. So let's try to just move up for this pupil guy. Or am I giving up too much here? You know what? I think I'm giving up too much here. Let's just let's go with what we were comfortable with, and that would be the prospects. All right. So I'll give up a bunch of these 7th and 6s because I don't need them. Just to make this trade go through a little bit more. And yeah, let's try to get a second, a third, and a fourth. All right, for Jovanovski and Fedotenko, and a 7th, a 6th, and a 6th. So second, third, and a fourth from Ottawa. Will it go through? No. Oh, they don't want to take on the contract of Ed Jovanovski. All right, so I'll retain some of this cap. I can do it for Ed Jovanovski because he only has... wait, hang on. How many years does Ed Jovanovski have left on his deal? Jovanovski, 2 years left. Ooh. You know what, though? That's okay because he might retire. I'm okay with that. Let me try and just go up little by little here. All right, so 0.5. Will it go through? Yeah, okay, so it went there. I only had to retain 0.5 mil of Ed Jovanovski's salary, all right? So there you go, boys. We unloaded a bunch of our older players. Didn't get a first-rounder back or a top-notch prospect, but we got some depth draft picks right there. We got a second back, a third, and a fourth, okay? So now we got picks in those rounds once again. So that'll be nice. Just some nice trading assets, if anything. So next up, let's see, age. Kuba, we got to find a place for Kuba next. So let's go through some teams here. Find out where he wants to go or which teams want him. I only want to trade to teams who actually want them. All right, so Detroit wants Kuba, and they have plenty of salary cap available. So if I get a draft pick, no, that won't happen. Oh, Detroit had that, not Jerko, but Yurko, you guys were saying. So Yurko for Kuba straight up. Yeah, that might go through, maybe with a draft pick, but let's try it. So Philippe Kuba for Yurko, will it go through? No, woefully. Are you kidding me? Let's try to just help this go through any way we can. Adding Gilroy to it, because they have plenty of crappy players. So I'll just take on a bunch of their crappy players that have 1 year left. Yeah, that's all I need to do. So Gilroy and Kuba for Yurko and Fournier, will it go through? Nope, not yet. Don't worry, this will go through eventually. No, I don't need that. Let's find maybe another older player. Campbell. No, I'll save Campbell for now. Gomez. No. Gotch. Yeah, I can add Gotch into that. And we'll add Bergenheim as well. And then I'll get 2 more crappy players coming back the other way. All right. You. Yep. And you. Are you 2 years? You're 2 years. Callahan. There you go. Add that. Why won't that go through? Too much of the salary cap? Let's see. Really? Come on now. All right, maybe it's Bergenheim's contract. That's too much. I took out Gilroy. Didn't want to. There you go. All right, yeah, it was Bergenheim. So we can make it go through like that. Gilroy, Gotch, and Kuba for Yurko, basically. These 2 guys will be cut after this year. So will it go through? Yeah, there you go. All right, so we got Yurko on our team. We stole 2 of their players, Anthony Mantha and Yurko now. Okay, so there we go. We actually have our second-line sniper of the future maybe now. Okay, and let's continue here. We got Scott Gomez, who's got no trade value, so there's no need to trade him away. Campbell, who we'd want to trade away. Kopecky, I want to hold on to. He's only 32. Fleischman, I want to hold on to. He's 29. He's playing good with Huberdeau. Mueller, I want to hold on to. He's doing good with Kopecky. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I want to trade away this year. I think we're fine for after that. I'll check it out again after, but right now it's Brian Campbell. We got to try and figure out how we can unload this guy. Now, he's got a ridiculous salary, 7 mil, 34 years old for the next 3 years. So, you know what? If I can't trade him away without retaining cap, I may just hold on to him. So, let me try to find a team who's willing to give him up or Who wants to get him? Look at this. No team even want. Oh, there you go. Got one there. Chicago Blackhawks want him. Okay. Let's go back to Chicago. Salary cap available. Basically nothing. So if I go to a draft pick, will it go through? No. Okay, it won't go through. How about a prospect? What do they have down here? Olsen. Who's this guy? Olsen. Defensive defenseman. 3.5. You know what? That's perfect because that's a top 6 defenseman. At best, top 4. So that's exactly what we need. Fighting skills up there. Yeah, I'd take that for Campbell straight up. Will it go through? No, it won't go through by itself. Okay, why not? Let me just try it out. Yeah, I figured. Salary cap. Okay. Do they have anybody on their team with a lot of salary with basically no trade value? Here we go. Brian Bickle's got no trade value. Yeah, that's it right there. 80 overall, 27 years old. He's got 4 years left at $4 million, basically. That's why. Let's see. I wouldn't mind taking on that contract, though, because we're going to be a team with not a lot of salary cap anyways. I've already unloaded a bunch of it, and this guy is a perfect second or third line power forward. He's tough. He's got good fighting skill. He can look out for our young guns. Yeah, I would take that. You take a little bit of, what's it called? You take a little bit of Bickle's contract. I'll take a little bit of Campbell's contract. I can do that. So hang on. Let's see if I can make this go through here. Campbell for Olsen and Bickle. Now, can I add another player back to make this, or to help this go through? Hang on. Skaters matching block. Is there any older players? Gomez, Connolly, Kopecky, Crab, Bergenheim. I can add Bergenheim. Will that? No, it's too much. Yeah, it's way too much cap now. I figured. Go with Joey Crab. No, it's still too much cap. God damn it. No, I guess I can't add any more players in there. Connolly, there you go. All right, so Connolly, you know what? I can take him off the AHL team anyways because he's playing, Barkov's playing with Butler and, what's his name? Gomez anyway. So, yeah, we can trade away Tim Connolly here. So, Tim Connolly and Brian Campbell for Bickle and Olsen. I'm thinking that Campbell has Olsen covered and then Connolly has Bickle covered. So, will it go through? Value isn't sufficient at all, so we're going to have to add something back here. Okay, let's see. Skaters matching block. Is there anyone I can add that I wouldn't mind? Like, if we get rid of Joey Crab, right? Can I get somebody back here that would be basically nothing? Would it still go through? This guy? No, see, it won't. I don't know why it's not working now like that. It's annoying. Abney, he's the same. Yeah, okay, Abney would work. See, sometimes it's weird. So we got Abney, Connolly, Campbell. Maybe there's somebody else I can add back. Let me add just one more guy. Let me get this guy. No, he's got 3 years left. Teravainen, he's got 3 years left. I'll take this guy, Lalonde. Is that the same Lalonde, Sean Lalonde that was in our Washington? No, this guy's a defenseman. Never mind. All right, so it's still saying it would go through. Now, if I get one more player, Butler, no. Crab won't make it go through. I don't want Crabs. All right, DeVoe. How about DeVoe? No, DeVoe won't go through. How about if we just find any player? Damn trading in this, man. It's tough, but I like it. You got to figure it out. How about you? Timmins. There you go. All right, so we got something going here. So I've added a lot more players, but this is only going to help us out because they're players that have no trade value that they want to give up. And we're adding some players with no trade value, but players that they want. And now I can add one more pick if this doesn't go through. So Campbell, Connolly, and a bunch of ham and eggers for Olsen and Bickle. Will it go through? Still not, eh? All right, I'll be willing to add in a third or a second. But not from those years. I'll take it from all the way down here. All right, so let me start with the fourth. Will it go through? Nope. A third. Will it go through? No. A second. Will it go through? Okay, so now the bad news. The need we are looking for to fill isn't dire enough that we'd be willing to absorb the contract of Brian Campbell. Okay, so they like this deal, but they don't want to absorb the contract of Brian Campbell. So we'll retain some of his salary. Now, if Brian Campbell is 84 overall, how much would, I could probably retain just over $1 million, make him a $6 million player, and I think they would take him. So let me just go up to, yeah, there you go. So now he's less than a $6 million player. But now let me try something here, okay? Let me go to the other screen, and for Bickle, I'll make them retain $1.2 million as well, all right? Because Bickle's got 4 years left. Campbell's got 3 years left. So I'll be making that money back if I do this, right? So let's see if this goes through now. I'm wheeling and dealing. Will it go through? We see that you are trying to change the salaries in this proposal, but Chicago is still not willing to accept this deal. So maybe Campbell is still not enough. Maybe I'll go 1.5 and Bickle up to 1.5. Will it go through? Some changes are made to the salaries. All right, this is interesting. I wish they told me if they're willing to do it or like if it's this player, if it's that player. I don't know. Let me try Bickle. Oh, I can't go any farther up for Bickle there, so I'm stuck at 1.95, all right? So 2 mil for Campbell, 1.95 for Bickle. Will it go through? Still not. All right, let me jack it up on Campbell a little bit. Let me see if that makes a difference. 2.5, will it go through? No, eh? Now, the problem is it could be that Bickle's holding it back now. Will it go through? No, okay, so I don't think I can make this trade go through. If I lower... you know what? I'm being stupid if I do that, though. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop them from retaining salary cap on Bickle. All right, I'm going to try this one more time with making him a $6 million player and retaining no cap from Bickle, okay? So back down to 1.2 for Campbell. Bickle's down to 0 this time, so we're getting Campbell's or Bickle's full contract. Will it go through? Still not. All right, I'll go to 1.5. That's it. All right, will it go through? No, okay, so... I'll go up to 2 mil. God damn it! If I'm not retaining more than 2 mil of Campbell's cap, all right, I'm making that. I'm putting my foot down. Will it go through? All right, this is not going through. All right, so I can't make this deal happen. Okay, just not gonna happen. Campbell, you cannot be traded this year. We're gonna hold on to Campbell. I know he's got some crazy cap, but just can't be moved right now. So we got Timmins, Abney, and Connolly. I won't get anything back here. Definitely won't get Olsen, but I can get Bickle. I can try to get Bickle out of this. I wouldn't mind getting Bickle. Alright, so Connolly, Abney, Timmins. Let me see if I can add a few more players back in here just to put it through. This guy, yeah, I can make this guy go, and this guy. Yeah, alright, so we can add all those in there. So we're just going to go after Brian Bickle here, right? We're going to add all these guys. That should go through. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and get them to retain some of that salary, alright? Because that is a lot. If he makes him a $2 million player, wouldn't mind that. There you go. So execute trade. Nope. Or maybe it's just they're not willing to the retain cap at all. Or it doesn't matter because they don't want the trade to go through. Screw the retain. Still not interested in this deal. So you know what? I'll take out Moten, and I will add in Sean Bergenheim to that because we can still get rid of Bergenheim. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That works now. All right. So Bergenheim, Connolly, Abney, Timmins, and Sunder for Bickle, and let me just try to retain as much cap space for him as I can. Bickle, there you go. No, okay, so this trade will go through. I can just try to get them to retain as much of that cap as I can. Bickle, will it go through? Nope. All right. Bickle, will it go through? No. Still, eh? 7.5. How about that? Damn it. They don't want to retain any of this cap. Nope. They don't want to retain any of it. All right, how about if I just... 55. No, how about nothing? Will it go through? Yeah. They did not want to take any of that cap. I almost feel guilty. God damn it. Whatever. I'll take on Bickle's cap because he's actually somebody that I'm going to use, and we can unload a bunch more salary in the offseason this year if we need to. But we actually don't have any big contracts coming up this year. I mean, look at all these guys. 1 year's left. No trade value. Mueller, I can easily re-sign. All right, but there's nobody else to sign this year. And also, Brizgalov is making a ridiculous amount that he won't be making next year, okay, because he's only 1 year. So we're fine. I think that's it for trade deadline right now. I'm going to hold on to Brizgalov for next year, and I think Campbell, I don't want to trade him if I have to retain his cap for 3 years. That's way too much, okay? So I'll hold on to him for another year, and then we'll see if we can trade him after next year. These guys, yeah, I don't need them. And let me just, last but not least, age... Campbell, Gomez, anyone with no trade value, I'm not even going to bother. All right. Mueller, Myers. No, we're good. All right, so there you go, boys. There is the trade deadline. Now, I want to get this this video done in... I want to get the regular season done today. So, you know what? You might get 2 videos today or one really long one. Hang on. Assistant coach, best roster. Yeah, so let me just switch over videos here. Hang on 1 second, boys.